Hi everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a fun project to share with you using the new May card kit by Simon Says Stamp, and it's called Beautiful and Curious. I'm going to start by walking through the contents of the kit. First up is the star of the show, the Beautiful and Curious 6 by 8 inch clear stamp set. For sentiments you have, You Make Me Smile, Be Your Beautiful Self, there's ABC, Blessed Are the Curious, and then Believe in Daydreams. And then there's some like Admit 40 cents, like you can make like a little movie ticket. And a lot of vintage images here with the butterflies and the birds, and there's some foliage and blooms, all kind of imagery that is beautiful and curious. You're also going to get a half sheet of Simon Says Stamp Ice Vellum, and that is delicious. Also included in the May card kit is 6 assorted double-sided sheets from the Tim Holtz Ideology Wallflower 8 by 8 inch paper pack. So these are going to be an assortment. You might not get the same exact ones that I have, but I'm showing you the ones I have. They're vintagey. They're double-sided, different patterns on each side. They're 8 by 8 inch, so a little bit larger. Also is 4 assorted Tim Holtz Ranger Distress crayons. I have Worn Lipstick, Abandoned Coral. So you might not have these exact colors. Peeled Paint, Stormy Sky, because it's an assortment. Everybody's probably going to get different colors. I am going to use the Distress crayons. Then you're also going to get a pack of Simon Says Stamp Copper 6 by 6 inch foil transfer sheets, which you can foil the Lucky Sentiment strips. So you're going to get a sheet of Simon Says Stamp Lucky Sentiment strips. These can be foiled, hence the copper foil transfer sheets. So that's a great way to use those products together. You're going to get one watercolor brush. I'll also be using that on my project. This is fantastic for watercoloring or any type of watercoloring projects. You're going to get 12 inches of May Arts Ivory Twine. Love to add a little twine accent. Another fun thing included in the kit is one Tim Holtz Ranger Black Soot Archival Mini ink pad. I love a little mini. This is so fun, and archival is fantastic, especially if you want to stamp on that vellum. You're also going to get one A2 Metallic Khaki envelope. That's a new shade, Metallic Khaki. I'm here for it. There's one sheet of Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock. There's also one sheet of Simon Says Stamp Ivory 110-pound cardstock. And then one sheet of Simon Says Stamp Steel 100-pound cardstock. Another little extra is the Dotted Diamond Embossing Folder. This will be a free gift for subscribers only. So if you are a regular subscriber to the Simon Says Stamp card kit, then you will get the Dotted Diamond Embossing Folder. Okay, I'm going to start with this 110-pound Neenah Solar White cardstock. I'm trimming it to 3 1/4 inches wide, a little panel 4 1/2 inches tall. So a small little panel of white cardstock, and I'm going to create a colorful background using these Distress crayons. Okay, so I have Abandoned Coral, Worn Lipstick, Peeled Paint, and Stormy Sky. And I needed some fill-ins to fill out the rainbow. So I pulled out my Distress inks, Carved Pumpkin, and Mustard Seed. I have my Simon Says Stamp glass mat here, and I'm going to just start scribbling the crayons and smooshing the inks just to get them all laid out. And because I like to work, a lot of times when I do a wet medium, I like to work from my glass mat instead of going straight onto the cardstock. I was a little nervous because this is Neenah Solar White. It's not Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, but it works fantastic for this technique. So if you want to give it a try and you have the kit, give it a go. Here we have Stormy Sky, and so we have 6 colors. And you know I'm going in rainbow order. So I have the watercolor brush, and I just have a little bowl of water. I don't fill the brush with water. You can fill the brush with water, but I choose to just dip in the water. I feel I have better control that way. Okay, starting with I believe this is Worn Lipstick, and I get it nice and wet. And then I'm just going to simply draw little stripes right across that panel. The nice thing is that this panel is not very big, so you don't have to do a ton. And then I dip it, I ink it, and I strip it and stripe it and paint it. Here's the thing. These stripes are not going to be perfect, and I wanted that irregularity. Now I'm going into the abandoned coral. Again, getting it all wet with my brush, dipping it into the water several times, and I just start drawing thin stripes. Now, if you wanted to do this quicker, you could pull out a thicker brush with a wider brush, and you could do thick strips. But I wanted to use a brush that was included in the kit. I also don't mind the thin little stripes. I love how it's almost like you're creating little waves, and they're irregular and they kind of overlap, and some are darker and some are lighter. And I do kind of go in, so like here I am with the carved pumpkin, and when I go in my first stripe, I kind of overlap with that abandoned coral. I want to get a bit of a transition, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is very forgiving, and I'm kind of just playing here, seeing how it goes. I'm going to try another panel after this with the old smooshing technique. So this is the stripping, the striping, and the smooshing. And so here we are with the mustard seed. And I got to tell you, the distress crayons and the distress inks, they work pretty similar. But now, if you try to take your crayon and directly scribble onto the cardstock, it can be hard to get a smooth, get rid of those crayon marks. But I find if you scribble onto the glass mat, get that wet, basically works just like a paint. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about using the crayons. Here I got the peeled paint, and I'm going in also with the peeled paint, also dipping that into the mustard seed, so it gives it kind of a yellowy green, just to get a smooth transition between the yellow and the green. And honestly, I really don't have any idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it look good. Okay, last color. Actually, it's not the last color. I'm going to end up dipping that Stormy Sky back into the worn lipstick to kind of create a little purpley when I get down at the bottom, because I'm seeing here I have a lot of white space down at the bottom of my panel, and I got to make it work. And I've kind of given myself a certain amount of room for each color. So I can see here now I need to create a new color. So I'm going for a bit of a purple, a purpley blue. So Stormy Sky and worn lipstick, also dipping down into that abandoned coral. And you can just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong. And if the panel doesn't turn out, toss it to the side. This is a nice thing because I cut a small panel. You don't feel like you've invested so much of your time and effort. It's not going to hurt you that much to throw this away if you hate it. Okay, but luckily, I'm kind of digging it. I'm kind of digging this stripy panel. I'm going to clean off my glass mat, and I'm going to try one more just because I was in the groove. I'm scribbling big, long scribbles with the crayons, and then dabbing the little mini distress inks. And I added the carved pumpkin and the mustard seed because I need that rainbow action. Here we have peeled paint, Stormy Sky. I'll go a little bit of worn lipstick up there at the top. And I'm going to take my wet brush and just go over everything, get it nice and wet, get it kind of blendy so that I can smush my cardstock right onto this glass mat. So I trimmed another panel just with that Neenah Solar White. I think you would even get more vivid results if you use the Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock, but I'm just trying to use what's in the kit here. So that's Neenah Solar White, 110 pound, smushed it right onto the wet glass mat. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. There's a big old white gap in the middle. I'm going for a second smush, trying to fill in the gaps. And you know what? Not half bad. I'm going to take my brush. Down there at the bottom, it got a little bit muddy. Kind of blend that out. And then I'm going to dry these. So clean off my glass mat. I like to do it with the heat gun. I don't have the patience, nor do I have the time to let these sit for hours. So heat gun it is. The only problem is they do get very warped. But I'll tell you a little trick. A lot of times what I do is I run my panels through my die cutting machine. And even pull out a metal shim, whatever you can do to really press that down. It's not perfect, but it does help quite a bit. So what do you think of these 2 panels? I'm going to start with the stripy one, and I'm going to run it through the dotted diamond embossing folder. Again, that's a freebie if you're a subscriber to the card kit. Look at how this turned out. And it kind of like camouflages any imperfections that you might have had. Why not just do the smush one, you know? Because when you start going, you just can't stop. Okay, I use my Anna Griffin Impress, and I just use 1 plate and the embossing folder. Seems like the perfect pressure, and it turned out great. Now I'm cutting a little panel of this. What is this called? Ice Vellum. This is a new vellum by Simon Says Stamp, Ice Vellum. And then I'm going to stamp it with the butterfly from the Beautiful and Curious stamp set. I'm inking it up with that archival ink in black soot. I got to tell you, I wasn't sure if this was going to work because I've tried to stamp on vellum before, and most of the time it smears. It never dries. But this archival ink did not smear, and it gave incredible detail because the images in this stamp set are very detailed. And a lot of times you don't get that detail, especially if you're stamping on vellum. Now, there are coordinating dies for this stamp set. I did not have them when I was taping this video, so I had to kick it old school, pull out the old Simon Says Stamp detail scissors, and just lock in. Lock in. And I thought for sure I'd get black ink all over my fingers. But I gotta tell you, it didn't smear. Happy to report. Okay, for sentiment, I'm gonna emboss the sentiment, also from the Beautiful and Curious stamp set, on a little strip of black cardstock. So I prepped it with the Simon Says Stamp powder tool, inking it up with Versamark ink, and then I'm gonna pour on some Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder. And this said, "Blessed are the curious." I do not think that is in the Bible, but I'll tell you what, I feel a little bit blessed today trying new things with the distress crayons. So I think, you know, if you do get a little bit courageous with your creativity, you might be surprised at the blessings that come your way. Okay, for the vellum butterfly, I put some glue dots to adhere them down. I like the glue dots because they're clear and they don't show with the vellum. I've got the Big Mama foam tape behind the sentiment that I trimmed out. I also put Big Mama foam tape behind my panel. I'm going to add some of these pastel, what are these called? Pastel tones, positively dazzling gems right to the center of the butterfly body. And I did the 3 different sizes. And the pastel colors kind of tie in to that watercolor background. Very soft and subtle. And so we have a little dimension. We've got a lot of color. I love the dotted diamond texture with that, what's it called? Ice Vellum stamped butterfly. I'm using Barely Art glue to adhere these little dazzling gems. And this card is finished. What do you think? I feel like I need to do more with the distress crayons. I need to get messy because blessed are the curious. We got to get curious. We got to get messy. I love the dazzling gems, giving a little blingity bling in the butterfly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.